Welcome everybody to 24K Lorcana. We got spice for you guys today. So we had a 41 player tournament. My man here, what's your name, man?
Travis.
Introduce yourself, Travis. He got 41 players. He got top 8. It was a very close top 8, right? You almost made the top 4. It was in game 3. Explain a little bit how it happened there.
So it was game 3 against Ruby Amethyst. It was lower to the curve Ruby Amethyst. A lot of 1 and 2 drops alongside Library, and just finish it out with Goat Package. I had a misplay where I should have played my Mufasa from hand a lot sooner, but I was playing a little too careful around Goat Bounce Goat to finish out the game. So those extra turns I gave him caught.
Hey man, but you did well regardless, man. Congrats. It was a good turnout, and it was with something spicy, not your typical. So we definitely want to make sure we showcase this, and kind of go ahead and take us out and kind of let us know what you're playing and why you're playing certain things.
Yeah, so I've been playing Blurple since the start of the set, just trying to really define it. The 2 key cards that have really helped this deck just flourish in this meta is Tipo and Elsa over here. Those 2 new cards really just unlock the full potential of Blurple. It has a really good matchup. It has a pretty solid 50-50 matchup to the entire field, in my opinion. You can tech for the matchups that you might feel uncomfortable against, and there's a lot of tech options you can work with. I'll go over some of the ones that I have. But just starting with the 1-drops up here, Chernobog's Followers and Rafikis, you have to be concerned about Daisy. So I put the Rafikis in to try to help out with Daisy in the aggro matchups. Chernobog's Followers is really good if I'm going to bounce it with the Snake or just extra draw power late game. You want to try to get something on turn 1 just to make sure. Your turn 2, depending on if you're against Hyper Aggro or any other deck, you're going to either want to play that Tipo and try to ramp out into turn 4 Rabbit, or even just a turn 4 Mickey to keep continuing that curve. Or you can alternatively go for the Snake and just go with your standard bounce package just to keep the board clear, because your top end will win you the game over your opponent 9 out of 10 times. Mickey Mouse is really good against the discard, the Lemon Lime matchup, because it's not pulling from your hand like the Tipo would be. Bouncing him and replaying him is always value, because you can always come back with the Mufasa later on and pull those cards back if you happen to ink like a 7-drop Ursula or anything like that.
Right, right.
I can give you the rundown on the bounce package. The only real big thing with the bounce package, I'm only on 2 goats. A lot of people like the 4 goats. I feel like as far as closers go, this deck has the closing power. It doesn't have to rely on Goat Bounce Goat. And there's just a lot of tech pieces I wanted to add, so I had to cut room somewhere. Elsa has been nothing but an all-star. If you go turn 3 Mickey into turn 4 Elsa, she guarantees that she's gonna start locking things down. And it's a beautiful shift target for Big Elsa, being able to shift the following turn.
She's back, huh? All right.
Yeah, Big Elsa has been key to just a lot of these games. I can stall people out at 18, 19 lore and just keep playing Elsa and bouncing Elsa with the help of Mufasa here. Having unlocked up to 16 ink in a single turn, and being able to, on Wednesday at our locals, I was able to play against someone with the Mufasa on board, go Elsa, quest, play second Elsa. 4 things are tapped down, and now I've got 10 questing power just on 3 cards.
Nice. So would you feel this ratio is precise, 3 and 3 on that?
Yeah, you could always go down to 2 Mufasas. I really enjoy him. And some of the lists that I was going over and the lists that I kind of based this off of was leaning more towards 3, potentially even 4 Mufasas from what I've seen. Humble is a list that I kind of based the core of this off of, and he was pushing 3 to 4 Mufasas. It feels really good to play him. He's very difficult to remove that 9 body.
4/9 quest for 4, yeah.
You're looking at hard removal like the Let It Goes down here. I am on 4 Let It Goes.
Take us on this over to Hades.
Over the Hades, it's the uninkable count in the deck right now.
Okay.
I don't want to push higher than about 16. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do my homework right now. I think I'm right at 16. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11.
7, 8, 9. You're actually very low. Oh no, I didn't count the rabbits.
Yeah,
right?
so there's 8, 9,
then
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm at
15.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
So I'm at 15. I wanted to try to keep the uninkable count just
better
a little
be
low.
safe than sorry kind of thing. Yep.
Yeah, and real quick before I touch Let It Goes, the Cuscos here were Yzmas at first. Some people prefer Cuscos, some people prefer the Yzmas. It just depends on what your local meta is and what you're working with.
Yeah. What do you want to take for, right? Specifically.
Exactly. I was afraid of Steel Song, and the other decks was like Ruby Amethyst with castles. I went a little bit heavier into the Cuscos for that matchup. The Cogsworths here are just purely to deal with any steel deck. Steel Song I was really expecting a lot of today. The Anna is here for the...
A lot of people don't even know about this card. Talk to us about a little bit about this card, man. What's going on here?
Anna is my tech that I've been working with and a couple other guys in the Discord that I've been working with. She is our Lemon Lime counter. Lemon Lime was a rough matchup for us.
A lot of representation too here today with that.
We put in Magicka Dispels to help with Steel Song. Against a Whole New World, Magicka lets you keep your hand and draw 7.
Against a Whole New World, a lot of people think it's just like, you know, Bare Necessities and Ursula 2-drop. They completely forget that this works against a Whole New World, right?
Yes, a lot of people, and it gives Steel Song, even if Steel Song might have the Zeus or something, they're going to hold that entire turn that was going to be for a wheel to deal with the Magicka. She will lock them down for a turn, forcing that wheel to either sit in hand. Anna is there for the Lemon Line because you're dealing with Prince Johns, you're dealing with Muses, you have a lot of warded creatures you want to deal with. We don't have Be Prepared, so we got to get creative.
Right, which is why I actually like the Cuscos a lot too, because purple doesn't have that item rule, and now you have it in a 2-quest body, right? And 3-5 Cusco, so that's pretty nice.
Cusco's also pretty critical against dimes. They can't
bring
Tamato a dime back from the well. Cusco locks it in that well, it's gone for good. Ursula here, like I said, I was teching to deal with Lemon Lime and Steel Song today. So I've got the Ursulas here to try to stop the Under the Seas.
Right.
She does, when she quests and she taps things down, a lot of our power is coming from Elsa and Ursula tapping things down and allowing us to use this bounce package to just remove those creatures and then use our big threats like Elsa and Mufasa to just close it out quickly.
Right. Now, I did notice you have a lot of on-play stuff, right, with the bounce package, the synergy with the Elsa and a lot of the other characters. No elephant. Take us on the no elephant route. I did notice, right? No elephant? Yep.
As of last night, I had 2 elephants in the list that then became, where are they? My 2 Cogsworths.
Okay. So it was more of a meta call, right? You expected a lot of steel, I'm guessing?
Elephants are really good into hyper aggro and any steel decks because of that 7 body. It's still very good into that. However, with the Cogsworths, you're keeping, if you go wide, you're stopping the grab your swords, the let the storm rages on. Cogsworth will let you do that. Cogsworth can sing Let It Go, whereas the elephant can't. But that is a flex spot. There's a lot of flex spots with this deck.
Like you wouldn't blame somebody for not playing these and playing the 2 elephants, right? There's a few flexibility here.
This is like a 12 a.m. just flip between elephant and Cogsworth.
Hey, it worked though. It worked. Nice. Alrighty. Let's see. You said the 4 Let It Goes, the 4 friends, right? Now, so I'm playing Blue Steel. I love Tipo. I love going Tipo into Tala. I feel like it flows smoothly. Is there a reason why you specifically, maybe having tried it, or maybe you just don't like Tala, the 4-drop Grammatala in this deck?
4-drop Grammatala? I think she's all right, but the thing is 4-drop Grammatala is really good with card selection. We're playing purple here. We have all the card selection in the world. When you're bouncing rabbits, you've got friends on the other side.
That's fair, yeah.
We do have the bounce package, Chernobog's followers. I'm not hurting for card draw. Even Mufasa can be card draw in the late game, pulling back from the inkwell.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon.
Play, grab 2 cards from your ink, right? Yep.
Exactly. It's not uncommon for me to get up to 12 to 14 ink in a game, so you've got plenty to work with and cards in hand to play around with. I just felt with how tight this I'm already cutting goats, so we're looking at where's the going to fit in.
Right, it's really rough, right, to play everything that you want. Right. That's fair. Talk a little bit about this. Talk a little bit about how that performed for you today.
Belle has performed very well for me today, and throughout my testing, she's been kind of a mainstay for the past 2 weeks of me testing this out. She is on pivotal turns. You can get your turn 2 Tipo or your turn 3 Mickey. Those mid-game turns are really tight, especially against the aggro matchups with Daisy. You want to be fighting for that board control early as quick as possible. That 4 body can fight against Daisy. It can clean kill the Daisy, and also the 3 power that you can just shift off of something. Being able to maybe go and Elsa, kill something with Elsa. She has the 5 body.
5. You have a lot of shield there, right, for the Belle.
There's plenty of room for a Belle to have that cushion.
Yep, you have that cushion with a lot of characters. 2-5. You know, you have a lot of 3-job characters.
Right.
I mean, 3 shields characters. So
even if you're pulling 2 off of a snake or a crab, Belle just being able to finish something off and clean that math up a little bit.
Value.
You can go snake into a Daisy, pull that 1 damage off the snake, and finish off the Daisy using Belle. Yeah. And then now you've got a 4/4 that can keep continuing that board presence.
I definitely do like the Belle. I feel like it flows in curve when you do the damage, but also late game, those critical challenges is very good. I do like it a lot. Are you on 60 cards?
I'm actually 61.
61, okay.
I'm on 61 today. If I were to cut one to get down to 60, because I know a lot of people want to go down, I would probably go down to 3 Let It Goes.
Okay.
But I just felt very strongly when I took out my Gizmas, I wanted to make sure I retained some of that.
So the removal. Would you ever consider if there was room for the... for the Hades over the Let It Go over the Hades, is it specifically the uninkable count, or is it because like maybe you can sing Let It Go with some of your 5 drops, or because I do notice you don't have a lot of 5 drops, right? You only have the Cogsworth and the Belt, but they can sing it, right? Which is pretty nice.
Elsa
oh, the Elsa, there you go, there you go.
Her evasiveness means she's good to sing it. Cogsworth was another reason why I wanted to put in the Let It Goes over the Hades.
Okay, there you go.
But Hades plus the bounce package is just as lethal as some other stuff. I would maybe recommend swapping out the Anna for the Hades if that's the kind of tech you want to add. You can pull that Let It Go out and put a second Hades in. I don't think you want to go more than 2 Hades in a list because you can bounce them back and keep replaying them.
Okay. And then no Lucky Dime, right?
No,
Take us on that.
One, I don't feel like I need to add more non-creatures to the deck. Those are all I want down there. But with Mufasa and Elsa, you just don't need the dime. You can close the games out. You've got bodies that can quest for 4, quest for 3, and a lot of quests for 2s. You're going to close it out very quickly if you can stick a Mufasa, and I almost guarantee you, unless they have a hard removal like a Let It Go, he's going to stick around for at least 1 turn.
Yeah.
He has to go sideways before they do anything to him.
Yeah. I do like the list on the fact of like it's not really handicap reliant, right? Like it's not playing the bells, the manors, the dimes. It's you're just gonna play the card pool you have, better value, and just out resource them. And you're just naturally just gonna get to 20 before they, right? Because you just out resource them,
right?
Out ramping them, out drawing them, and just playing cards like these are just a lot of value, correct?
Yeah, and one of the cards that I do want to go over is Merlin, Shift Merlin. A lot of people were thinking of Shift Merlin.
Oh, that's right. Really well, it's in Purple, right? Okay, take us on that.
I personally feel like Shift Merlin is a bit of a trap right now. Your targets that you're trying to fish for with him, oftentimes you want that immediate board impact, so you're looking for a song like a Let It Go with him, or maybe a Friends. There's just not a lot of great targets to be pulling with him. I'd rather just be dense on the targets that I want to look for, like the 3 Elsas, the 3 Mufasas.
Yeah.
Those turns that I was saying are critical where I put the bell in place to try to fight for that board presence. You'd be playing Merlin on those turns, and there's not a lot of breathing room to stay ahead of people.
No, it's definitely go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's definitely a lot of good spicy takes. No Lucky Dime, no Merlin stuff, right? Well, the reason people thought Purple was gonna be good, you're not even playing those, but you definitely are playing the Mufasa, and you're playing a lot of value with them. Any changes that you would make moving forward that you'd consider yourself?
Moving forward, this package down here in the corner is the tech package. That'll change on any given day depending on tournament results.
Depending on the format, right? How the
exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
These will probably flex between being Cusco's and Yzmas depending on how prevalent locations are, or even dimes. Yep. The Anna, if Lemon Lime starts to fall back off, that might just become a Hades for me. It's really, there's a lot of flex room. You have a core package to work with, and a good 6 or 7 cards that you can just sit there and play around with for tech pieces. And there's plenty of tech options. The Discord that I'm a part of, we've been just brainstorming and think tanking this. I've been paying attention to Humble's build. I want to give a shout out to my friend.
Yeah, which leads me to the shout outs, man. Go ahead.
No, I want to give a shout out to my friend Lynn's Scar in Discord. There's about 3 or 4 of us that have been really just every day just looking at this list, giving each other our feedback. I've been feeding them my results of this just throughout the day, round by round. And we are think tanking and just trying in the Lorcana Discord to make this deck work. I'm probably going to be taking this to Vegas, and I'm going to do my best to see where I can land with it.
Jeez, there you go. You're putting a target on your back, man. Look at that. It's like, hey, guys, you guys already know, man. But, hey, man, this was awesome to see. It was really fun. It's always nice to see some spice getting to the top cut, right? And then we're definitely going to see you in Vegas. And thank you for this video. And any last things you want to say? Or
no, I'm good. Anyone else that's looking for Blurple, come talk to me on Savart in the Lorcana Discord.
Yes, I could probably put in the description your Discord too.
Yeah,
if you want to
sure. If you want to. Anybody wants to talk, I can talk shop about this. I can go all day about this deck. I absolutely love playing any Mufasa deck. So just trying to play Mufasa in different colors just is really fun. In Magic, I played a lot of ramps, so this is just a very home to me kind of deck.
Man, ramp and draw, man.
Yes,
but again, congrats again on your success. Hey, good luck in Vegas, all right?
All right, thank you.